The long summer is finally over, and we're about to start the season. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20.
Take over. 1st and 10.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, you love hearing the crowd. But more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at them and gashing right out the gates.
Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
This one's complete. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
1st down for the offense.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. 1st down. Out of the gun. The running back has it. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I know it's early, but it's just one drive, right? You got to put this behind you. It isn't how you wanted to open up. It isn't how you wanted to start. This offense has got to go to the sidelines, get with the coach, settle down, and figure out the game plan for the rest of the game.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
2nd down.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
The give out of the gun. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, their defense did a great job deep in their own end, right? Getting the turnover on downs. And now the offense is starting to pay that off. On the 3rd play of this drive, 3rd down, they're able to run it, pick up the 1st, they stay on the field, and they're going to try and churn this thing out.
Power football with the run. There he goes. Got the 1st down, looking for more. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Dropping back, it's Presley. Got his man quicker. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
He's marked down.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. The sweet feet buy a little time. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front, and they're able to get to the quarterback.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. They boot it away. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Get it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. Makes the grab. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too...
Breaks into the open. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Up to 45 yards rushing already. You want to talk about establishing the running game. They're doing that in the season opener. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Here we go. To the air on 1st down. It's complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He'll try to take it back. He was thinking touchdown all the way, but he got it down to the 26-yard line.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job of his decision-making.
Great place to start for this offense. To the air, it's Presley. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
That's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep. Not able to connect there.
Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Hart. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
3rd down coming up. That's the end of the first quarter. And after one, we're tied 0-0.
Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
Well, I'll tell you, it was a pretty dumb decision by the opponent to go for it so deep in their own end, and this offense now is making them pay for that. After getting the ball back on the third play of the drive, they're able to run it, get the first down, and stay on the field.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, the running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That play had zero shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Back to pass, it's Presley. Had nowhere to go with that one. Had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Here he comes with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
First and 10.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Can't get him to the ground. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. He's looking to pass. Makes the grab on the left. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Tries to do it himself on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
Try to go draw, but just way too much penetration in the middle of the offensive line, and then the offense has a negative.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Benedict. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
Makes the grab inside the 30. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Headed to the end zone. And into the end zone for a touchdown. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard.
And the offense will take over. 1st and 10.
They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Dropping back, it's Presley. Oh, they're after him!
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Now on 2nd down. Rides the back on the option, the give. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Hart. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
Could that be the play that finally wakes them up? Just not a lot of good going on offensively here in this first half. They've only got 3 points to show for their efforts. They haven't been throwing it a lot, but they took a shot there. They got a chunk play. Now they're in a position. They need to score a touchdown here before the half is over.
Turning it on. Oh, what a cut. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you've got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Presley. He's got it. Still on his feet. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Keeps looking downfield. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on the running back to score that touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. 7. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
He's brought down.
Quarterbacks get all the credit, rightfully so. They're the guys taking the snap every play. But my goodness, that dude could have run a 40-yard dash back there in the pocket before he had to throw a strike for a completion.
Makes the grab. There he goes. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Throws to the tight end. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Finds his man. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And that last completion left them short of the sticks. It's 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Sanders. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
When you got a weapon this good at tight end, a quarterback, you've got to look his way, especially in this area of the field, because remember, it's the red zone where these windows are so small. Nice job getting the completion and picking up the first.
Gets it out fast. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Got his man. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. 1st and goal. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught for the touchdown.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into that.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of a defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop and limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. He'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one.
1st and 10.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Back to throw, it's Presley. Time to take a shot. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Here's the handoff. Got the first down and more. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. Snagged in the middle. It's Shaw. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. Had time. Spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Throws to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Running to the left. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
He's tackled at the 36-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
After the strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it again? Back to throw, it's Presley. Fires to the big fella. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the right. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on first down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game, let him make something happen and set up second and short.
They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
On second down. To the ground with the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a first and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And I got to find ways to manufacture some offense down here in this area. The field shrinks, it gets a little bit more difficult. So I got to take a few more chances, get the ball with some speed on the perimeter, try to make some big plays.
After getting knocked back, it's second and goal from the 4. Looking to fire. Lets it go to the end zone. It's caught. It's a touchdown.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Justin.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Back to pass, it's Presley. Throwing right. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
On the run, deep down the right side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point, and he was able to come away with the pick.
Got him downfield. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. Flying down the left side. All the way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Man, tight ends do so much for your offense. They block like crazy. You pull them, you use them all over the place. And when you got a guy that can do this, it's just the cherry on top of the sundae, making big plays, going half the field plus to get the big touchdown.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return.
The offense will take over. 1st and 10.
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Presley. Quickly to the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Second down, he'll throw it. He's got it. Stopped at the 41-yard line after the 5-yard gain.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Wants to fire on second down. With the catch, it's Harden. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats.
Breaks into the open. He's in for the score. Touchdown. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And they make the extra point to draw it closer. It's 28-17. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. QB draw. At the 35, he's open. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Toss sweep to the left. Got the first down and more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
Throw again after the incompletion. Makes the grab. Touchdown.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he's going to try to return this one. He gets a block. Got a little room. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And with the extra point, they now trail 35-24. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. They're just about to boot it away full of energy after housing that last kickoff. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll leave it with the lone back. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Quick strike complete. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Gets it out quickly. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Good enough.
Well, one of the best compliments you can pay a running back is they get stronger as the game goes on. This guy's been awesome all game long, and you're seeing it here in the fourth quarter. He's trying to ice this thing and close it out, still running strong.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading.
And he's got a touchdown.
Well, Well, these players came together. I've been so impressed, not just by the talent, but also by their composure. Handling this kind of environment in the first game of the season, this says a lot about the leadership in that locker room.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
First and 10.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Presley. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
You know, David, I love defenses that stay aggressive, especially at this point of the field. They've got pass rushers on this unit with speed and that are aggressive and that can win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
And there's two thought processes when I'm a defense and I got them backed up is I am stopping the run, not allowing them to have any space, but also understanding this is also a shot part of the field. Like, it's going to be a run, or a lot of times that ball is going to be a deep ball thrown down the sideline because you'll get man-to-man. Nice job by the defense applying pressure, getting the sack, now putting them in a bad situation backed up close to their own end zone.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because of the speed on defense.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every 4th down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, Darren, if I were allowed to learn how to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He's not going to make it to the sticks. And what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short. I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer. But the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy. You know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll return it. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Presley. Here's the pressure. Fighting off the defender. And we've been waiting to see the spin move, and so too had the defense. They were ready for it.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Right on the money. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Day. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
That's a really nice route there by the slot receiver on the slant. He took his time, he set up the DB, put his foot in the ground, crossed his face.
Unloads it left. He's got him wide open. And he will house it.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And the extra point was good. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22.
First and 10.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Keeps it on the draw. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. They're just about to put this W in the books, guys. Comes against a ranked opponent, a team that most of us expected them to beat, and they were able to come through.
Yeah, but you're going to get challenged early in the season. It's fun to play other ranked teams and kind of see what you have. And this team kind of proven, like, listen, they're worth the ranking. They're probably going to continue to climb up the charts, handling their business early in the season against a pretty dang good team.
And I think at the end of the year, when the committee's meeting together and they're deciding which teams are going to reach the playoff, this is a game they're going to point back to. Hey, we wanted to find out more about them against a good opponent. They won the game. They took care of business. This was impressive today.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender.
build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we see a squad from the Big 12, a group with a lot to prove here today. Taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. On the move from inside his 5. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense will be first on the attack. We've got a battle that you two are going to love, and so is everybody else for that matter. High-octane offense, stone-wall defense, as they say. Something's got to give, Jesse.
Yeah, this is a classic example here of the unstoppable force versus the immovable object, right? Has got to give, and you really got to dive into the X's and O's in a game like this, because every single individual matchup on the field matters when these two teams play each other.
Yeah, and these are just fun, right? Like great versus great. Like who's going to win and which style's going to prevail. Both these teams have been able to impose their will week after week on their opponents. Now, high-powered matchup. Who's going to get the win?
Wide open downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and now the defense is really on its heels. Off play action on first down. Got his man. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches.
And the ball's free in the backfield. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Nittany Lions are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about in that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback in this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful. They wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They're going to run it. Slithers into space. Turning it on. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. To the air, it's Presley. Pulls it in. Plows through the defense. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these third downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and a flow. Nice job reading the defense. A beautiful pass.
Looking to throw on first down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Day. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Firing to the right, complete. There he goes. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska, once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other.
And into the end zone. Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And right down the middle. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. On the gun, he leaves it with the back.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. The whole Penn State legacy is built on toughness, getting it done on the ground, and they pick up a first down.
And you got to start there with the physicality, the ground game, getting that going. That's kind of a Northeast thing, right? Being tough, being physical, bringing that lunch pail.
The Nittany Lions can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Got his man downfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
And the Nittany Lions are flying down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Fires complete on the crosser. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Hand off to the single running back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Looking to the end zone. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
To throw, it's Presley. Swings it out to his running back. Breaks into the open. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And we've reached the end of 1. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed.
There he goes. The 20. He's at the 10. Finds the finish line for the touchdown.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And with the extra point, they're up 14 to 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They go to the ground. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Line gets set, first down. They'll give it to him again. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit.
Fires one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Here comes the offense back onto the field. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Give to the running back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Presley. That's reeled in. It's Luna. Open space at the 25. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up, but this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the ground. Not easy to do.
On target. He's guided out of bounds at the 12-yard line.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they are going to be gassed.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. The give to the back. They'll knock taken down for a loss of a couple.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Looking to throw, it's Presley. It's complete to the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the number one thing. Avoid disaster here. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here. We're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He had a whole host of defenders he had to dodge in the backfield. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Might be looking to run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. That should be the final play of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Happy Valley. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Beaver Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Nittany Lions will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Going to the running game. Oh, he's got some space. Got the first down and still on his feet. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. 6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Dropping back, it's Presley. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. These old girders are rocking on 3rd down here at Beaver Stadium. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Dave. He's got 1st down yards. They move it to the 44. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll run play action. They're working that left side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. They'll try to get it through the air. Got a man. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a 1st at the 29.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that 1st.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That defense is about getting off the football. And when that defensive line can be disruptive, get in the backfield right away, and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays, it can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job by the defense being hyperactive.
A little screen to the running back. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Dead center perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Northwestern has the lead right now. Feels like they've been on top since the walk with a send-off, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over UNLV. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Holds it in. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver working the curl route. Receiver got his depth, and he fought back to the football, helping make that completion a whole lot easier.
To the air on first down. Looking to scramble. Turning it on. And he gets out of there, gets some yardage, and gets down without taking any punishment. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the tight end. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Quarterback on the keeper. Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Penn State!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Handoff to the single back. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Presley. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Hauls it in. There he goes. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Really nice run there. You've seen him do this a time and time again in this game so far. You've got the lead. We're way late in the third quarter now. Not going to surprise me if they just keep leaning on this guy a little bit. Keep force-feeding him the football because he is looking really good.
He'll keep it himself. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play. And you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
Yeah, and he's been dependable. I mean, he's been a guy that they've given the ball a lot. He's just been so productive, giving this offense an easy way to move the football down the field. 97 yards on the day.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. They're in makeable field goal range. They could tie the game, but instead they'll go for it on fourth down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
They'll give it to the back. Breaks into the open. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And they're in for a touchdown.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. He's in open space downfield. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And the Nittany Lions come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. They'll throw on third and short. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Normally, I would say fourth and short on your own side of the field, you punt the ball away, but we're in the fourth quarter, and they need to keep this drive going to win. I say go for it.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Going for the marker on the ground. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. The Nittany Lions racing to the line in the hurry-up.
How about the run play on 4th and 3 to 4? A lot of times you see that's a pass play nowadays. They run the football. They stick to what they do well. They know where the first down marker is, and they get the first down.
You know, at this point of the game, guys, trailing the way they are late in the game, check down throws are not going to get it done. You've got to be more aggressive in the passing game. You're going to have to just start taking shots.
Snagged out of the air. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
The Nittany Lions had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Got it! And he won't be able to push his way in. He's stopped at the 1. The Nittany Lions trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Going up top again. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Fit it in the window for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the offense onto the field again. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Presley. That's caught. It's Dave. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Obviously backed up against it. Time running out. Got to get the football back. 2 good plays. Now 3rd down. I stay aggressive. Have to come after him. If they decide to throw the football, so be it. But stay aggressive. Get that football back for your offense.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They close the gap on their last drive. Now an opportunity to take the lead if they can score here. Wants to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. They'll mark him down at the 40 after whipping off 10.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun to give to the back. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Here we go, here we go.
Back to pass.
execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up. It's what you dream about. But now, my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Presley. Punch it out of the air.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Catch in the middle, it's Luna. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Quickly complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. It's incomplete, and they desperately... How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of...
Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, a crew looking to make a statement. The Sooners will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And David, it's something that coaches are always harping on, but this is one of those games. The team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game. So I think that this is something that who can focus, who can stay disciplined, who can stay tough and block out all the noise.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. Start. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And here comes the punt team, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. That one will find its way out of bounds at about the 45-yard line. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense has the ball for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinator who's coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
He's got an open man. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Handoff to the lone back. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. The Sooners just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jacobs. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. He'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Wants to go up top. Back swinging for the goal line. Touchdown, Sooner! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Presley. Makes the catch. Got room at the 35. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Zings it complete to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving.
Got enough space. And it's in for a touchdown. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go, here we go.
Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's gain. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
Really nice job threading the needle on that pass. They've had a lot of dudes that were able to do that in Norman, Oklahoma. Josh Heupel, Jason White, Sam Bradford, Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Jalen Hurts. The names go on and on and on. Hurting you in the passing game with their vision, with their accuracy. This guy, I'll tell you, he fits right in this Oklahoma offense.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
Wants to throw again. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He'll keep it on the sneak.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Makes the catch. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on 2nd down. He caught it.
Right, they got the completion there, and it didn't go very far, but the big fella with a nice catch.
The Sooners trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. The give. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
They'll run it on 3rd and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And Decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on fourth down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal 10-7. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get it.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble with a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back.
Punt is on its way. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. The Sooner offense returns to the field. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Some really tough running there. Gets him to the 45-yard line.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Sooners with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Caught in the backfield, it's Vega. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route. When it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Quick completion on the out. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to throw it. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a time... Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Got it in the middle, it's Andrews. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. And the Sooners are rolling down the field.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The give to the single back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They've made clutch, tough plays on this drive on third down. They need one more on 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the field goal unit is on the field. Good right down the boulevard. The lead now 6 here in the second. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Leaves it with the back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Oh, he's got some space. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Safe completion on the screen. Powers through the defender. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit them with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, make it. Moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Presley. Makes the grab. It's Hart. Across the 25. He's got room. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. The give to the tailback.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It's complete on the right side. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Bounds into the end zone for a touchdown.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Extra point here will give them the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Our Arkansas State fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. The thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough, and they could just find a way. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Northwestern. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Off the play fake on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Another big play for this Sooner receiver, dare I say, Hollywood-esque.
Hollywood is right, and that's one guy that comes to mind, by the way. But this offense, it just does what it does. No matter the name, no matter the coach, whoever it is, it's going to be high-flying, it's going to be fast-paced, and it's going to be really good.
Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. He's got his man. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
On his way back from the 20. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Back to throw, it's Presley. Using the quick game. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Rides to back and leaves it. At midfield, he's got room. Turning it on. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
Man, the option can be a real pain in the butt to defend, particularly when you get outside and you're playing quarterback and pitch at the same time.
How many option teams did you face back in the day?
Well, we saw several, and I hated it every single week because those cut blocks came ad nauseum, and you're just trying to protect your dang knees.
Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He's got it still on his feet. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
And what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. On the move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. We're just about ready to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football if I'm right of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Vega. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Got it in the middle, it's Vega. The Sooners are stopped, but not before getting the 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. That's what a modern fullback has to do, almost like a tight end, to be able to be there and be available for the quarterback in the passing game, Jess.
Yeah, you got to be able to do a lot of different things, Reese, no doubt about it. It's not just blocking, but it's lining up in different spots all over the field as well, running routes, and then being a viable option for your quarterback.
The Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
He slides that just inside the right upright. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Presley. Bringing the heat. Got his man on the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
And tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Luna. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. They're down to the 20. 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Charlotte has dug itself a hole today, and I don't think they're climbing out of that puppy. Huge interest in this game, and they have rolled over. They're trailing by 14 to Eastern Michigan. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Got the quick completion. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Defense, what are you doing? How are you going to let that guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country, be wide open like that? You're just making it way too easy for the offense.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The hand to the running back. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This is hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
Showed off just about every move in the book except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Surging forward on the sneak. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. He'll do it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carry.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Dropping back, it's Presley. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Andrews. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Fires to the tight end. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Marshall. How many guys are left grabbing for air as he gets to the 26-yard line? And the Sooners in the hurry-up. Just keeps slinging it. Caught near the sticks, it's Jacobs. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
When this offense wants to, boy, they can go fast. After the completion and 1st down, right back to the line of scrimmage for more tempo.
It's complete to the right. They'll say he stepped out of bounds right at the 17.
Well, they're throwing this one to the running back out on the perimeter of the field. They didn't get it to him quick enough, though, so he literally had to tap dance there on the sidelines, make sure he was in bounds when he caught it, and just pick up a few yards.
The Sooners have moved it inside the 20. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Wants to throw on 3rd down. He's got it. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. The Sooners, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all zeros.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. After that last scoring drive, old Uncle Mo has switched sidelines, and now they'll try to get it back while they're clinging to this lead. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. To the air, it's Presley. Flips it out to the back. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
You want to end the play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield, making something happen.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the 1st down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Bye.